The details of the deal are simple. The Birla Tyres wanted to sell off this asset, which is the plant of Luxor, which has 10 lakh capacity in tires and tubes and flaps. And that is where we got in, and we made a bid and then negotiated, did diligence, and the process took a long time. And parallelly we had to go through the CCI approval as well, which also came forth. And now finally on Friday last we have been able to take over the plant literally, and that's the deal. And as far as the money numbers are concerned, it's a 2195 crore deal, and 700 crores is the debt and 1495, I beg your pardon, 700 crores is the equity and 1495 is the debt, and that's being structured in different companies, and the whole equity has been bought over by Cavendish Industries and its associates.
So what synergies you have found between you and the company, and the combined revenue, what is the target for the next financial year as far as the both companies are concerned, and where does it take you in terms of tire manufacturing in India? Where do you stand after the deal is over?
Well, there are huge synergies, particularly the truck radials. We were always the leaders there, and as a matter of fact our board was already considering another expansion of our Chennai or Vikrant plant to expand truck capacities, truck radial capacities. In the meantime this came about, so it's a fantastic opportunity. There's a 12 lakh capacity ready-made, so you have very good access there. Number two, we get into the opportunity of entering the growth sector of 2-3 wheelers, which as a company we have been thinking about and playing with the various ideas as to how and what. So that's a second great opportunity. Thirdly, that we get an access in the North India. This plant is located in North India, in Uttaranchal, as you know, Uttarakhand. Fourthly, with the volume increase, there is always a denominator goes up, and therefore the raw material procurement, etc., you can strike economies of scale. And last but not the least, we have a well-established sales infrastructure, sales and distribution infrastructure across the country. So there again, you have got the volume and you can use that infrastructure to your advantage.
So talking about the overall tire market, what is your outlook for the next financial year? What are the major challenges you are facing in the tire industry? And as far as the next year current financial year is concerned, what is your target and what is the assessment for the overall tire?
See, basically, tire industry is but a part of the Indian economic activity. And we are very much, it's a derived demand product in the sense that if there's more transportation, that means more manufacturing and goods transported in the country, so will the tire industry flourish. And there, as we are hoping that with this budget putting emphasis on agriculture as also on rural development, I think the economic activity should improve and we should see a pickup. Secondly, also on the mining front, we see some restrictions being removed, and therefore the mining activity should move up, and so should the construction activity. All this would generate demand for tires. So that speaks well for the tire industry, and overall economic activity will certainly boost the tire demand. Otherwise, we have been a bit stagnant in the last year in terms of demand. And lastly, the export markets, although they are tough, but we have been able to make better inroads now in newer territories. Coming to the other real challenge is the unscrupulous import of Chinese tires, which is dumping. It is not part of the free market economy. It's part of unfair dumping at 20 to 30% low prices, and in some cases lower than the raw material prices. Raw material prices per kilo are universal. The world is open, and that is where we as a country will have to learn to act faster. In imposition of anti-dumping duties and so on, we cannot take eternity, which we are taking, whereas other countries, including the United States, act in a matter of months and correct the situation.
So one last question on the monsoon. Well, this time it has been predicted the monsoon will be better than normal. How does it impact you positively? And have you gone on the drawing board and finally you are, realigning your plans or, redrawing your plans as far as the capacity is concerned or the volume increase is concerned?
The capacities we are now fairly satisfied for the moment. I mean, you take it as it comes in the years ahead. But as far as the replanning and light of a hopeful expected better monsoons, there are two or three hopes which we are very excited about. One is of course the tractor tires. The sales has been negative last year in terms of growth, and so this promises a good opportunity in the coming year for tractor tires. Number two, the agriculture or the rural sector is also a consumer of other small tires, including the 2 and 3 wheeler tires. So that spells good opportunity for us, and since we'll be entering the segment de novo, so therefore it is a good omen for us, and we are certainly gearing up our plans to meet that demand.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/etnow and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at etnowlive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/etnow.